What's up, you guys? It's your boy TheGoulGuy, and we are back with a whole nother PvP video. Today we are showcasing Shadow Dragonair. Shadow Dragonair has so much damage, it's insane. It's spammy with the Aqua Tail, and as well it has the Dragon Breath that just whittles health down super fast. Okay, and also we're pairing it with the Mandibuzz in the back. And as well a Cresselia in the middle there. Cresselia obviously with the Grass Knot, and as well has the Moon Blast as the charge move with the Cycle Cut as the fast move, Mandibuzz with the Snarl, and as well as Dark Pulse for the charge move, and as well as Aerial Ace for the charge move for the Mandibuzz. And I believe we have Dragon Pulse for the Dragonair on top of the Aqua Tail, obviously the spammy Aqua Tail for the Shadow Dragonair. But essentially Dragonair, super strong Pokemon to use in the league, in the Great League remix anyway. And as well, as I said, that Aqua Tail hits super hard as well as that Dragon Breath. And we have the bulk in the back between the Cresselia, super bulky Pokemon, and as well the Mandibuzz in the back, also very super like bulky Pokemon. Now, before we get into this, I do want to showcase the Pokemon itself, so I can show you guys essentially what each of the stats are for each of the Pokemon before we actually go into it. The Shadow Dragonair, it's a 1497. It has the Dragon Breath, the Dragon Pulse, and as well as the Aqua Tail. The IVs are going to be pretty decent for PvP. Obviously, it's already pretty squishy as is, of course, because, you know, it's a Shadow anyhow, so, you know, it is what it is, but pretty decent IVs for PvP. And as I said, it's already pretty strong. The Cresselia is going to be a 1477, and as I said, it has the Cycle Cut, it has the Grass Knot, and as well as has the Moon Blast. Now the IVs for the Cresselia is not very great. Literally, it's like it's pretty much like the lowest it can probably get in a raid anyway. But essentially, I still got it for the Great League. It's still a pretty bulky Pokemon for the Great League, so really nice that I have that. And as well, the Mandibuzz, which, as I said, we have the Snarl, we have the Dark Pulse, and we have the Aerial Ace. IVs for that are not the best for PvP, well, for Great League PvP anyway. It's a 3-star, pretty high up there, but at the same time, still pretty bulky Pokemon. It'll be able to do what we need to do in this Great League Remix Cup. But yeah, let's get it started here. Also too, shout out to whoever in the comments in the last video actually told me about making, like, how to make a party, so I don't have to keep switching my team every time going into different PvP matches. Appreciate you. I forgot the name. I'm gonna put it right here since I forgot. But appreciate you for giving me, you know, that comment and let me know how to do that. But anywho, we're gonna get into this. Now, this game isn't gonna be live. Essentially, I've already recorded this match earlier in the day. Essentially, I've kind of like realized this. I kind of do a little better if I'm just focusing on the game and not as much as like focusing, like talking to you guys, and as well focusing on the game. But I can still talk to you guys and let you know like how the game, you know, is going and everything like that. But at the same time, these live matches that I usually have with you guys, it's just, they usually don't go as well because I have to focus on what I'm saying and as well on the match itself. But anywho, we're about to get into it. This is already a longer intro than it needs to be. Let's go. All right. So starting off here on the first match, we have Purnadam. How do you pronounce that name? All right, so they're starting out with the Golbat. We have our Shadow Dragonair on our side, and then we Dragon Breath it down. Dragon Breath is going to do a lot of damage. Look at that. like literally before we even got to our charge moves, it almost got to half of hits, like the Golbat's health, which is really nice. I probably could have took that Poison Fang, but that is okay. I wanted to actually whittle it down a little bit, and I wanted to gain a little bit more charge moves so we can get that Aqua Tail. They switched in with the Steelix, so we're going to be able to hit them with that Aqua Tail, do a heavy amount of damage. Look at that. 2 Pokemon already down to half health with just 1 Dragonair. It is nice. Okay, so I shielded up another one of its attacks because Breaking Swipe will definitely knock me out 1 hit, guaranteed for sure. Let's see if we can get off another Aqua Tail. I'm not sure if he shields this or not. I'm not sure. I don't think he does. And he does not. Look like I was able to actually take out the Steelix, which is very nice. I was going to go for the Aqua Tail, but I decided I should actually wait to see what's in his back line. Since he has the Golbat, Cycle Cut is already doing a good amount of damage to this Golbat. He has the Shadow Ball. I decided not to shield here. As I said, Cresselia is a very bulky Pokemon. So I go for the Grass Knot because look, I'm trying to like either whittle his health down as well, maybe even possibly get a shield. That's fine. I do not get the shield, but I'm able to farm down a little bit more. So this could either be a Poison Fang or the Shadow Ball. It might be the Shadow Ball. Let's see. Poison Fang, cool. I'm still able to whittle it down, and let's see. I was able to get another Grass Knot off on the next Pokemon. It switched before I was able to actually use it on the other but that is fine. So I was able to actually get a shield off, which is very nice on the Meganium. Now I'm able to switch into my Mandibuzz so I can use my Aerial Ace, which is really nice, especially towards a grass type. Cool. So Frenzy Plant's not going to do that much to me. Mandibuzz Flying type is very non-effective to Frenzy Plant, so I'm able to get an Aerial Ace off. Cool. I believe it's out of shields. It might still have one more shield. I'm not sure. I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken anyway. I'm definitely out of shield, so I'm definitely going to have to take this. But as I said, Mandibuzz, such a bulky Pokemon, is not going to go down that easily. I'm able to farm up to 2 Aerial Aces here. I think I have to do one more fast move to get another Aerial Ace, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like he already used his last charge move, or last shield anyway. He used his last shield, which is really nice. I come in with the Dragonair just to get a Aqua Tail off. And then I farm down, get that Meganium out of there, and then I farm the rest of the Golbat out, and it is GG's. Very good game, very well played. I love it. Look at that. That Dragonair with the Dragon Breath did so much damage to the Golbat and as well as the Meganium at the very end of the game. The beginning and the very end of the game. And mind you, it took out the Steelix, which is insane. So pretty much took out half health of the beginning and the end Pokemon, and took out the middle Pokemon. Shadow Dragonair is insane, bro. Insane. But anyway, next match looks like we got Dragonair versus Magneton. Look at that. Dragon Breath is resistant to steel types, and it's still doing a good amount of damage, almost half to this Magnemite. Looks like the Magnemite is not using its shield. That is fine. We're going to switch over to our Cresselia to catch the charge move. Let's see what it does. It uses a Magnet Bomb, which looks like does not do any kind of damage. I try to farm down, see if I can get my charge moves up, which I do, which is excellent here. Let's see what else he brings out. He brings out the Marowak. I use a Moonblast. Now, I was thinking in my head, Moonblast I thought would do a little bit more damage to Ghost, but I forgot it's resistant. Ghost is actually resistant to a lot of the fairy type moves, which is fine. But I was still able to do a good chunk of damage to it, and then I used the Grass Knot here to get even more damage down onto the Marowak. Now, the Marowak, I know for sure, is probably going to have a Shadow Ball here. That's fine. I want to keep my 2 shields. Shadow Bone. Shadow Bone has a specific charge move for Marowak. I forgot it's a special charge move. So we switch to our Mandibuzz. We're going to whittle it down with the dark, our dark moves. Alright, they switched to their Cresselia. Now we're going to be able to use the Dark Pulse, which is super effective towards Cresselia, which is really nice. It's probably going to shield here. Yep, it definitely shields here. And then we're going to whittle down, see if we can get to another dark pulse here. Cresselia can use a Moonblast, so it can be very effective against... Yep, very effective against our Mandibuzz. So we blocked that there, and looks like they quit. GG's, we won that game. That was a really nice game there. They just knew that with the switches that we had in the Pokemon matchups, it was not going to be a winning match for them. But very good game there. I dropped in rank a lot because I did a lot of experimenting with different Pokemon in this matchup, which is unfortunate, but at the same time I'm trying to have fun here. It can be a very difficult game if you just try hard all the time. It's fine. Alright, so starting off here, we got the Credilli. Look at that, already doing a good amount of damage with the Dragon Breath, which is really nice. We're able to use the Aqua Tail here. Aqua Tail is going to do a lot of damage unless it shields here, which it does not. Looks like we got more than halfway down already. What I could do, I could just shield here and just keep on farming down, but what I do, I just let it go. Because I want to keep those shields just in case I need them for the back line. What I do here, I switch to my Mandibuzz. Now we are stuck here. We are stuck. We have Mandibuzz versus Obstagoon. Now Obstagoon's going to do a good amount of damage with its counter moves, but at the same time I'm part flying, so it doesn't do dramatically as much damage, but at the same time its charge moves are not going to do anything. Aerial Ace is going to do a good amount of damage at least, but also too, when it uses its dark move, which I believe is Obstruct, it is gaining a boost in damage. So that's one thing I do need to look out for. Obviously the charge move itself is not doing that much, but its counter is doing a good amount of damage as they progressively do that move. But we are consistently getting Aerial Ace, which is really nice. Aerial Ace is doing its dang thing right now. Now obviously he's probably going to use another Obstruct. I already knew it was coming. Yeah, he's just literally gaining more and more damage over time. So I need to quickly get this Obstagoon out of the way because it can destroy every other Pokemon I have on this team if I let it go. So what I decided to do here, I shield up because we need this Pokemon to take out this Obstagoon, at least get it down to where I can just farm down with the rest of the Pokemon I have. So what we do here, we get it with another Aerial Ace. Cool. And then I believe it finally takes me down here. That is fine. What I end up doing here, I know Cresselia is not going to do that much damage farming it down. So what we do, we switch to our Dragonair and we're able to get to our Aqua Tail. Literally, as soon as we get in, we get to our Aqua Tail and we get the Obstagoon out of there. We instantly switch to our Cresselia, see if we can get a Grass Knot. Looks like there's an Empoleon. Empoleon's a very difficult Pokemon to fight against in this league. Empoleon's really deadly with its Steel Wing and its Hydro Cannon. It is very dangerous. But we do have the Grass Knot. I believe it still has a shield though, so let's see. I think it might take the shield. Oh, it actually switched last minute. Good game, good strategy on their part, of course. So we end up shielding here because we definitely want to keep the Cresselia alive. Yep, we want to keep the Cresselia alive. I farm a little bit just to get my charge moves back. Alright, cool. So we're able to get another Grass Knot off, which is really nice. Let's see if that connects here. Cool. And we try to get to this other Grass Knot. Let's see if we can get there in time. Okay, so I do get to the Grass Knot in time, but I overcharge here and it punishes me automatically. I get the Hydro Cannon to the face and it is GG, game's over. It was my fault in that. I definitely could have played better getting to that charge move, like just hitting it when I needed to. For whatever reason, I wanted to get a little bit more energy on the Grass Knot. The Grass Knot could have potentially took out the it probably would have took out the Empoleon if I really did it, but that is fine. It is all good. Good game on that. Alright, so we have the Dragonair, Shadow Dragonair versus the Ferrothorn in this match. Now, thing is with Ferrothorn, I know it's pretty deadly with its with the iron moves, so I wanted to switch because I did not want to use my shields just yet, and I knew Mandibuzz would do a lot better with its aerial ace, as well not being super effective against grass moves and iron moves. Now, he didn't switch here, and that is that is purely because I believe he either gave up here or he ended up switching to another app. He got busy. His app closed out. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but let's just say we're just going to skip this part because essentially what happened is like he just wasn't there the whole time, and I just kind of I just basically just won that match automatically just because of the fact that he wasn't playing the game. Unfortunately on his part, but I'm going to take that win. I'm going to take that dub, okay? It is what it is. Okay, so we're going to the Greedent. We're starting with the Greedent on our, I think, third or fourth match here. We got Shadow Dragonair. As I said, we're going to farm down with that Dragon Breath. We're trying to get to our Aqua Tail in time. I'm not sure if I shield up here or not. I don't think I shield up here. It is a Body Slam. Body Slam doing half damage to me, essentially to the Dragonair. But that is a-okay. We still have our 2 shields, and we are able to pull off an Aqua Tail there. They still have 2 shields as well. So what we do, we catch whatever they're going to throw at us, which I believe is another Body Slam, to our Cresselia, which doesn't do that much damage to a Cresselia, which is very nice. We see if we can get to our Grass Knot. Looks like we could not get to the Grass Knot in time before they can switch. That's fine. We get to our Moonblast. I'm not sure how much Grass Knot would actually do to a Garvantula, so I used a Moonblast. But essentially, of course, he's going to shield, so he uses his first shield here. So we're able to use our shield back. That is fine. Lunge is super effective against me as a psychic type, so definitely had to shield that. Using another Moonblast here, but unfortunately I got there too late. He's gonna go for another lunge. What I do, I end up shielding. I want the Cresselia to live. I want to make sure I still have this Cresselia going for me. We're going to see if this Moonblast connects or if he uses another shield. He definitely uses another shield. That's fine. So that's 2 shields he has used. So I'm able to use an aerial ace on my Mandibuzz. Now, the Mandibuzz versus Garvantula is going to be very difficult, just for the simple fact that, you know, obviously Garvantula has Discharge, which is super effective against Mandibuzz as a flying type. But it is still pretty bulky. So it's able to take a good amount of damage still. We got our aerial ace. So even if we can at least whittle it down, which is really nice. But he ends up switching to the Mantine, of course, trying to get to that Ice Beam, which is fair play on his part. We're using a Dark Pulse here. We're going to use the Dark Pulse to whittle down some of the health of the Mantine before the Mantine ends up taking me out, because he's definitely going to take me out. This is this is like basically no shield, so charge moves are going to get like gonna fly. They're gonna fly. All right. So we switch to our Cresselia. We're gonna get to our Grass Knot. We did not get there in time, unfortunately. But if this is an aerial ace, we would be able to survive it, and we do. We do end up surviving it. We're able to get the Grass Knot, which is really nice. The Grass Knot should KO, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, it does not KO, but we switch to our Dragonair, we get to the Dragon Breath, and we farm down that Mantine with the Dragon Breath, which is really nice. Alright, so I was thinking maybe I can farm it down, but at the same time, second guessing myself, I'm like, no, I don't want to take that chance, because if it takes me out, then we won't have a opportunity to actually take out the rest. And literally, Dragonair farming down literally the Grievant and as well as the Garvantula like nothing. Like he just like basically sliced through both of them like butter, and we won that match. Looks like we won all 4 of our matches. That was a very good game, very good showcase of Shadow Dragonair, man. But yeah, let me know how you guys like the team down below. Leave a comment down below, leave a like on the video. help your brother out, like with the algorithm and everything like that. But if you like the video, as I said, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys enjoyed the video. As I said, this is a new format. I'm just recording it and I'm talking over it and everything like that, because at the same time, focus is just, you can focus way more when you're actually like just genuinely focusing on the game without the commentary at the same time. But if you like the live videos, let me know down in the comments. I can try to do more live reactions to the actual PvP matches themselves. But as I said, I feel like the matches themselves do a lot better if I just record them separately, and then you guys can enjoy like some really good matches, and even really closer matches than what I would normally put out on this channel, you know. But anyways, as I said, this was a good game. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, also too, before we go, I am thinking of doing a all ghost team, but I kind of want to wait until there's an open Great League, because I kind of want to use Trevenant for the all ghost team. With the Great League Remix Cup, it's just very difficult to actually be able to like pick really good ghost team like together, essentially. Like, I mean, I can probably do one for the Great League Remix Cup. Let me know down below if you guys want an all ghost team for the Great League Remix Cup. I might actually do it for the Great League Remix Cup, but I might just wait for the open Great League Cup to actually, you know, do an all ghost team. I thought that would be pretty cool. Obviously, my name is TheGoulGuy and I love ghost Pokemon, so it would be very cool to actually have an all ghost team, especially with Annihilate being a monster that it is. But anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Peace out.